you guys hear that a bunch of Switch 2s got robbed from a delivery truck in Texas?
Oh, yes. You mean Fast and the Furious 1? Because it's the exact plot from Fast and the Furious from the very first movie.
Oh, welcome to the Pixel Primos video game podcast, the show where we talk about all the latest things in gaming, from Donkey Kong to expanding Dong. Hey, I'm Juan Soto.
And I'm about to deliver the banana slammer. I'm JJ.
And I'm just real life Cranky Kong. I'm Paco. Real life Cranky Kong. All I'm missing is my cane right now.
Who the hell owns the rights to the Donkey Kong cartoon?
Welcome back. But as always, the true alphas are the viewers.
Oh,
Most definitely.
Is our viewers who left us some comments on our last Pixel Primos where we talked about Summer Game Fest. All right. Our first one is from our boy, Jojira.
Oh, yes.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Smoothest comments.
Saying, I bet Atlas just revealed the Persona 4 remake so early because of how poorly kept the reveal for the one for 3 was. From the web domain name leaking, I think a year before, and the trailer leaking the day before. Yeah, Persona 4, like, yeah, that remake. And then on top of that, I was also hearing that some of the voice actors tweeted out, like, also well before the reveal, saying that, oh, by the way, guys, they didn't ask me to reprise my role for the Persona 4 remake, and everyone's like, what Persona 4 remake?
You guys are doing a remake?
It was a Arkham Origins situation all over again. Because that happened to Kevin Conroy, where he's like, yeah, they haven't asked me to come back for the new one. So you're not going to be in Arkham Knight? Oh, no, yeah, I'm in Arkham Knight. Wait, what? What are you talking about then? What are you talking about then?
What are you guys talking about? I think y'all misheard me.
Yeah. Yep. So basically that happened via Twitter, but that's the crazy thing with that one is that it was just a tweet. Like it wasn't a response to anything. It was almost like it was like a scheduled tweet, but then they forgot to like unschedule it or something. But I don't know. That one was just crazy. I
mean, they might have been told ahead of time that they were going to announce the game already, and just to like get ahead of like fans going like, "Oh, are you in it? Are you in it?" Like instead of dealing with those tweets, like those DMs for like the next month.
And that was the thing. People were wondering like, how do you like punish an actor that's not even cast in it? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, so
you're gonna be we're gonna retroactively remove you from from the original.
Right. Like, you know
what? All right, our next comment comes from Ahead of the Curve 94.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
I saw his review on Triple X State of the Union. Oh, I haven't seen the Ballerina one.
He did a review of Ballerina. I loved his review on Triple X.
Yeah.
State of the Union. Because he was talking about it, and I was remembering, like, wait a minute. Didn't that motherfucker make a fucking bazooka out of a muffler? Didn't he make a bazooka out of a muffler in that fucking movie?
It is one of those movies where, like, I remember bits and pieces of it, and then when, watching a review or hearing someone else talk about it, I'm like, it all starts coming back. Like, oh, yeah.
You start having flashbacks.
Alright, so yes, Ahead of the Curve 94. Check out his reviews, people. But he left us a comment saying, "Gotta love it when the boys get together. Good show, fellas. Thank you, sir.
Gracias.
You are the true alpha."
Goddamn right.
All right. And our last comment comes from Super Saiya Chicken saying, "This was a fantastic showcase. Was pretty surprised by the announcement of the Xbox handheld. That being said, I have to ask you guys, do you think this announcement pretty much debunks any rumors about Microsoft not pursuing console development anymore, or is it still a good possibility in the near future?"
Well,
Well, I think it doesn't debunk it because
Yeah.
they are
Microsoft is
developing.
Microsoft didn't even make this fucking thing.
No,
It's the
Yeah,
ROG.
it was
It's
the
Asus.
they
they
Asus
partially
just
made
bought it.
uh-huh.
They just bought it from somebody else and put
Yeah.
their name on it. Kind of like Trader Joe's. Kind of like Trader
Yeah,
Joe's.
that's just
I
what
don't
they
know.
do.
I love. No, hey, don't get me wrong. No hate to Trader Joe's. I love Trader Joe's, but that's what Trader Joe's goes out, and that's their model. They go out and they find like the best stuff that they can get their hands on, and they just buy it
Mhm.
and they put they slap their name on it, and it's
Yeah.
fucking great. But didn't but Xbox just announced that they are going to be making a new console with the power of a PC, just with the accessibility, or was it? Did they say accessibility or the ease of a console? The power of a PC, but just with the ease of access of a console. So you're going to be able
Well,
to
Mhm.
PC
uh,
level shit.
Mhm.
I mean, they always say that though. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think that they're stopping. Like, they're done already. Like, they're not gonna probably make another one or two more. But it
Mhm.
does seem like they're easing back on console
Yeah.
development. Like, they've been eating
Yeah,
shit for
like
two
it's not their
generations already.
priority.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and like a
Yeah,
lot of
and
it's
I'm
their
kind of
own
in the
damn
same
fault.
camp where, like, yeah, like I don't think they're, yeah, I don't think they're gonna stop making consoles. I do definitely think there is another Xbox, on the way, just because you're always gonna be able to sell a console to people that don't want to deal with the hassle, you know, of PC gaming, because that is the biggest selling point for a console. You just plug it in and you can play it, that's it. It's not like, a PC where you got to update your drivers, you got to update your this shit, you got to check the specs to make sure if it runs it. It's like on a console, if it says PS5, your PS5 can play it,
Yeah,
Yeah,
um, so I do think, like, uh, you're always gonna be people are always gonna buy a console just for the simplicity of it, the ease of it,
yeah,
especially when it comes to like children, in particular. It's like, yeah, just get him the Xbox. Yeah, I thought he'll play Fortnite on it, and that's it. So that's why, like, yeah, I don't think they'll stop making consoles, but yeah, I do think it's not their priority anymore. They are. I think the Game Pass has the success of it has shown that, like, they can put more emphasis on, like, the games and making it, available, as opposed to, like, oh, here we got the beefiest hardware on the market.
yeah.
yeah. I just found the article that I saw it on. It
Hmm.
was yesterday from looks like GameSpot. It
Hmm.
says Xbox President Sarah Bond made the announcement today. She said Microsoft and AMD will work together to co-engineer silicon across a portfolio of devices, including our next generation Xbox consoles, from in our living
Hmm.
room and in your hands. They're partnering with AMD, but I still think you're probably right. It's not their priority, but they are still going to come out with with their new consoles. They can't get it. They can't stay out of the console game.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Definitely. So. But yeah. Oh no, that was a good question. All right. We will move on from that, and as always, drop us some comments, Alphas, and we'll be sure to read them on the next one. Let's see.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
can I ninja drop a topic?
Sure.
Because one of the comments reminded me of this when we went on the whole uh, voice actor accidental leak tangent.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Uh, a voice actor, a prominent voice actor, recently made an announcement on his Twitch stream. An announcement that's there's an announcement coming, and that was Rob
Mm-hmm.
Whiteoff, the voice of John Marston
Oh,
in Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2. And
1 and 2.
yeah, he all he said was like, "I have something real exciting is coming up," or however he talks, but and that's all I can say. But within the next week, probably before the end of the week, before Friday. We're recording this on Wednesday, so hasn't happened yet. He's
Nope.
got one more day to make this prophecy come true.
Oh my God!
Uh,
Please, it would be so funny, like if he hypes it up, and it's that the Roger Clark, I believe that's his name. He's the guy that did the voice of Arthur Morgan
yeah,
in Red Dead Two.
I think I do a better Arthur than I do.
He he came he announced that he is playing a cowboy cat in a cat team shooter game, and the voice is literally just Arthur Morgan,
Nice,
but as a
nice.
cat.
I love this.
And so I'm like, please tell me that he's like hyping this up, and he's just
Oh,
in that
dude,
same
that
game.
would be so good. That would be so good.
Man,
It's like, so he hyped this up because he's a cat cowboy now? Yeah.
yeah,
Well, I mean,
and
I'm there was already a bunch of people on like Twitter or on his stream saying that like, oh, it's just them announcing that Red Dead's going to the Switch 2.
Oh, man.
But I mean, I don't know, it could be anything.
I believe that only because when the Switch 2 leaks were happening, Red Dead 2 was on it. And the fact that it hasn't been announced makes you go like, are they gonna announce it, or was that like some bullshit? But then you're like, but they got the other stuff right. So but like I would believe it if it is a Red Dead on Switch 2.
It's
I
the
hope
Red Dead
it's
movie.
I hope it's the Red Dead
It's the Red Dead
trilogy.
movie.
Like, give me all three.
Mhm.
Give me Revolver
Oh,
and
with
both
Revolver.
Redemptions. Yeah.
Because
Revolver
yeah,
gets a
that's
lot of
also
shit.
the other thing. Two hasn't never got a next gen update unless you count the PC release, but even then, like it never got like a PS5 upgrade.
Yeah, no, I'm playing Red
Uh,
Dead 2 again right now. Like that's what I've been playing.
yeah, on
I
PS4.
finally I
Hmm.
finally like broke free of the Marvel Rivals habit. Like,
Oh, you're playing other stuff.
I'm
Oh yeah,
playing other
okay.
stuff.
Let's jump into that. What are you guys playing right now?
Well, we know what
Oh,
JJ's playing. I'm playing Breakpoint. Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I just beat Dave the Diver. So I was looking for something else to play. I don't want to get into God of War yet, or what's the other one for PlayStation?
Uncharted.
God of War.
There's
Uncharted. No, I played all the Uncharteds, but I play them at your house. Um,
mhm.
and it's still that first one still freaked me out in the submarine with all the little weird monsters. Uh, but I downloaded Ghost Recon Breakpoint because I liked Wildlands. The
Mhm.
only complaint I have about it is because it's supposed to be like, I guess, semi-realism. You have to click a button like, oh, click to climb, click this, click that. I'm like, God damn it, just let me shoot. Mainly because like I'm always playing Call of Duty and it's simple and
Mhm.
easy. And the thing I like about Breakpoint and Wildlands is you can go loud or you can go silent. You have your team that helps you out, and it's the actual computer team that actually takes people out. Doesn't just shoot wildly into the air, but your team actually helps you. But yeah, that's what I'm playing right now. Seeing if I can. I know I can. I think I'm able to get a Switch 2, but I don't know. Like, if I get a Switch 2, I'm gonna have to take all my vacation days. I'm
Nintendo
just
keeps
gonna.
teasing me. They're like, "You got an email from
Mm.
Nintendo," and it's never like, "Hey."
Yeah, I keep saying, man. And at this point, I feel like I'm gonna end up like buying one before like
I'm just gonna go to Walmart for
Nintendo.
like toothpaste, and like it's gonna be there.
A- Actually, speaking of like buying a Switch 2, I guess a small interjection. Did you guys hear that a bunch of Switch 2s got robbed from a delivery truck in Texas?
Oh yes, you mean Fast and the Furious 1? Because it's the exact plot from Fast and the Furious from the very first movie. What it's three black Honda Civics hijacked a truck full of electronics. Hijacked a truck full of electronics.
And Paul Walker's
Um,
no longer around to
Paul
help stop
Colorado, so Paul
it.
Walker's got an alibi. Wow, that's really fucked up. That's super fucked up. Super fucked up. I'm sorry, Paul Walker. Bless you. You're still missed.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yes.
For Paul.
yeah, for Paul. I don't know, man. Like, it seems. What are they gonna now that they know they're stolen? What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? It's like what one point
Oh, they're
four
gonna go
million
on the black
dollars.
market for sure.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
point $4 million of Nintendo
Mhm.
Switch 2s. See, we can't have
Okay.
shit. First Pokemon, and now Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo's really fucking up right now. We can't have
Uh,
shit.
yeah, we'll see if they restock later and get more security or something. I don't know.
I'm
But
gonna end up getting one of
all
those
right.
stolen ones.
But as for me right now, I finished Doom the Dark Ages. 9 out of 10. Highly recommend. Um, and so when I finished it, I'm like, okay, I got a couple of days before Death Stranding 2 comes out, so I'm like, you know what? I should go back to Death Stranding because I never finished it. So I'm like, let me go back to it. Let me see if I can load up my old save file. Let me see if I can like finish it like before the game comes out. And funny enough, like replaying it, I remembered why I stopped playing it, and it's because, god damn it, I got so frustrated having to deliver shit on the
In this,
fucking mountains with the snow. It's very annoying. And then there's these like ghost people called BTs wrecking my shit. But I played past all of that. I got through it, and now I'm basically in the final stretch of the game. I am at the end game, if you will. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I will be able to finish it in time.
so I
But
gotta,
yeah.
I gotta ask,
Hmm.
what the fuck is that game about? Like, I like Kojima. I like Hideo Kojima. I like everything he does. Haven't played Death Stranding
Mm.
because I've seen the trailers and I'm like, what is this? What is going on? I don't understand. Am I just Amazon Prime in the future with a baby on my back? I don't understand it. And I don't want to play it because I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to be playing. Am I really going to get into it because of the story or what's going on? Because I kind of feel the same way like when I first started playing Metal Gear Solid. I had no idea what the fuck this was. And then I got really
Hmm.
into the political intrigue of and all the stuff that goes on in Metal Gear Solid. And it started a love affair with, all the games. So what is it
Uh,
about? What's
the
it about?
description I heard that I really, really liked was it's a Black Mirror episode about being an Amazon delivery driver. That's the description that I really liked. But yes, like the for the most part, you are a delivery boy. That
Okay.
is the main premise. It's one of those where like when someone explains it and describes it, like it sounds boring,
Uh
but
huh.
then you actually try it and you're like, okay, this isn't bad. I can see the
Oh,
appeal. But
Okay.
yes, it for the most part it is like you are
It's a little like
delivering.
Animal Crossing was one of those games for me where I'm like,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
so so I have a mortgage is what you
Hey, it's an island though. It's an island. You have your own little island. It's a whole mortgage.
I owe
Uh,
money to the fucking raccoon mafia. Like, are they gonna break
yeah.
my
I
legs?
guess I guess yeah. The elevator pitch in short is yeah. It's definitely its own genre of game.
Hmm.
Hideo Kojima would describe it as an action game, but it's because there's nothing else he could call it because it's unique. It's the first game of its kind. It's the
Hmm.
first Strand game, if you will. So yeah, it in a nutshell, it's basically you get sent on missions or orders to take this item or person, from point A to point B, and some of them are timed. You have to do
Hmm.
it within a certain time limit. Some are you have to do it without damaging you name it. And then, well, there's danger along the way. There, like I said, these like ghost enemies called BTs. There's also human enemies that they call them terrorists,
Hmm.
and they will hijack and steal your shit. And that's where some of the action comes in when you're trying to sneak past like the ghosts, or when you're fighting off like some of those people. And again, there's like with the people, there's you can go stealth or
Hmm.
lethal. The choices on the player. But yeah, as far as like I said, the short version is yeah, just a lot of it is yeah, go over here or and come back, or just go over there, you name it. And uh, with that said, to like try to pitch it to people, it's there is action in the game. It's not just a walking simulator. Um,
It's not just an
there,
escort mission, one long escort
yeah,
mission.
it's not. There
It's not
is
Resident
like
Evil
there
4.
are yeah, and even then, Resident Evil 4 is a great fucking game, So
But it is just one
who
long
cares that
escort
it's
mission.
yeah. And yeah, so yeah, there's set piece moments and whatnot throughout the game, but as far as like uh I would say like to someone who's like, oh, I don't know, it's like just give it a
Just play
shot.
it.
Like yeah, and I would say try to at least get to like the fourth chapter because that's when the game finally stops like holding your hand with tutorials
Hmm.
and just like opens up and like lets you. So try to get to that point before like putting the controller down, and don't let the story intimidate you. Yes, it's confusing, but don't let that scare you. There's a good chance that while you're playing the game, if you're like, I don't understand this, I don't get this, it's gonna get explained
Hmm.
later.
Okay.
So don't let the confusion like scare you. It's like, oh, it's because I still don't get it. They'll it's probably they're gonna explain it later. That's all that's happening. Don't let that freak you out. And but yeah, and if it's not your cup of tea, well, hey, it's okay. You can find something else.
So
This is definitely
basically,
one of those like. Mhm.
no, continue. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say like yeah, this is definitely like this game was made with like a niche audience in mind, and
Mm-hmm.
even Hideo has said that when he saw that game testers were like really liking part two, he went back and changed it because he's like,
Uh,
I don't want this game to be mainstream,
mm,
and that I get that. Like he wants this to be catered to a specific like audience.
audience. Trust in the Kojima is what you're saying.
Yes.
Trust in the Kojima. No matter what he does, just trust in the Kojima. If he goes back
Mhm.
and changes the game because you're liking it too much, just trust he did the right thing. He did. They did
Yeah.
ask him if when he would develop a Call of Duty style game, and he just basically said, "It ain't for me. It ain't gonna happen." And it's
Yeah.
kind of sucks because I would like to see his take on a Call of Duty style game. Not
Hmm.
gonna lie, his style, the way
Hmm.
he does things, his storytelling is top tier. So
Yeah.
anything Kojima, just trust in the Kojima. That's a shirt right there.
Right.
Merchling Bio. Just a picture of Hideo.
But
Trust in the Kojima.
but yeah, so right now that's what I'm playing. Just till Death Stranding 2 comes out. When's the release date? God damn it! I should have had it pulled up.
Isn't it like next week?
Yeah, it is very very soon. It's June 26th. There you go.
Yeah,
When we're
almost
recording
exactly
this,
next week.
Wednesday,
Yeah,
18th.
next week.
So yep. So yep. There we go. So okay, let us move on to our next topic before we get to our main topic.
Update.
This is breaking news as of this recording, in the sense that they dropped this info like last night, I think,
Yeah,
and so it's being reported like today when we're recording this, and it's a marathon, aka that shooting game that Bungie was working on, where they
those
were
thieves
plagiarizing shit.
allegedly.
Yes. Yes. If you're not sure what we're talking about, check out Pixel Primos.
I forgot
Where
what
we
episode
talked
number
about it.
was.
I believe it was 27. I can.
It was
check.
2 before this one.
Yeah.
Two
So
episodes before
this one's 30. So
28.
So yeah, it would be 28.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't count.
Sure. That sounds
Yes,
right.
it was episode 28. Yep, it was episode 28 2 weeks ago. So yeah, go check that out. Then come back here. But for those of you that are too lazy to check it out or just forgot, it's okay. The recap is, yeah, Bungie plagiarized some art from an artist,
and
and
the art was pretty much the entire aesthetic of Marathon. Like,
Mhm.
like they pretty much completely based the aesthetic of Marathon.
like it's in the game. You can't just like, it's not like, to explain it, it's not like they had like a poster up and like, oh, okay, we'll just remove the poster. Like, no, it's in the game. Guys, like
It's very much like the design, the whole like Marathon vibe that they were
Yeah.
trying to give off is just like this person's art. Like it's
Yeah, like the best way, I guess, like the best way, like I could explain it is like, it's like as if someone made a video game that looks just like a Studio Ghibli movie, and then Studio Ghibli went like, "Hey, that's copyright. That's my art,
not
and you
cool,
stole
man.
it. Those are my assets. That tree, that's our tree. We drew that. That grass, like that's what we mean by like it's in the game. Like you can't just take it out. Like it's there. But in short, all of this was happening, and then didn't some people like play it? Like there was like a pre-alpha,
Like an alpha test, yeah.
There's an alpha
and
test.
the reviews weren't great, I believe.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, yeah. I forgot what Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders also had like an alpha or a beta closed testing thing around the same time, and there was a lot of crossover between the people that were invited for the Marathon one and the Arc Raiders one. And from the people that got to play both, they were all pretty much saying, "Don't waste your time on Marathon, but check out Arc Raiders. Like if you're only gonna get one." And then the other thing is that like Marathon is gonna cost money. Like it's not gonna be free to play. And I think Arc Raiders is gonna be free to play. So that was the other thing that they were saying. Like for your
they wanted to charge for this one. Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get your money's worth in Arc Raiders. Not so sure about Marathon.
All right, so that's the nutshell version of what happened. With that said, the update is you can find this on Bungie's website, but they pretty much said that they are pausing like the release
It
for now?
it's delayed. I think the best way you could phrase this, I mean, for our purposes, would be
Hmm.
it's delayed indefinitely because they don't have a
Like
release
a
date.
release date.
Yeah, it's just said we've made the decision to delay the September 23rd release. So unless they're gonna like
Yes.
stop time and somehow like skip over September 23rd,
Mhm.
that can only mean that
Yeah,
like
like here. Again, I'm getting this from Bungie's website where they have the update. I'm just gonna read some of the post. You guys can read the whole thing for yourselves. But it says, "Thanks for the passionate feedback around Marathon and the alpha playtest, but also for your patience while we took the time to listen closely and chart our next steps." They mentioned that the Discord messages and that yeah, they delayed the September 23rd release. We are using this time to empower the team to create intense, high stake experience that a title like Marathon is built around. This means deepening the relationship between the developers and the game's most important voices, our players. So some of their focus areas will be upping the survival game, more challenging, engaging AI encounters, more rewarding runs with new loot, making the combat more tense and strategic, doubling down on the marathon universe, increased visual fidelity, more narrative and environmental storytelling, a darker tone that delivers on the themes of the original trilogy, adding more social experiences for solo and duos, proximity chat,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's pretty much it. They're like, well, you'll hear from us again in fall, along with a new release date. So I guess
They're gonna
we'll
change
stay
the way it
tuned later this
looks.
year. All right, but now I'm confused. They said themes of the original trilogy. What
yes,
there was a previous
yes,
marathon.
yes, there were two. I think I mentioned this because I was actually kind of excited for Marathon before all this
Uh
came
huh.
out. Man, I made a lot of bad calls recently because I was also kind of excited. I was also kind of excited for Mind's Eye, and that piece of shit came out, and
Oh,
everyone.
dude,
Oh
mine's
yeah.
eye is so bad right now. I'm
I'm like,
watching just clips of people playing in the game crashing. That's all. That's been on my feed lately. Just mind's eye
I
crashing.
saw people. I saw people like walking in the street, and there are cars just like driving into each other. Like they're phasing through each other. So it's like 15 cars in one car, and then like the dude like runs up to one to like punch it. And like it looks like one car, and then like fucking 20 just like shoot.
Like that magic card trick. Wow.
It's so fucking dumb. But yeah, no, there was a there was a marathon on like fucking DOS. It was a really old game, but it was one of like the early first person shooters like after Doom and Wolfenstein. And they made a sequel, Marathon 2. That one was more closer to like I guess Quake, the way Quake runs. Uh,
Okay.
but and yeah, and I thought that this was going to continue the storyline because in the marathon lore, it's essentially rogue AIs, but
Mm.
there's three of them, and they're all named
Okay.
after I think famous Norse weapons. And the theory was that Cortana is the third one, but that's just a fan theory because Cortana is also like a famous Norse weapon name.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the I don't remember the name of like all the AIs, but I know one of them was Durandal, and that's
Yeah.
like a famous Norse weapon. And the second one, I forget it, but the third one, people were speculating that it was supposed to be Cortana, but then it became Halo. So I thought that this new marathon might continue that and either, confirm or make it an alternate reality Cortana or something.
Mm-hmm.
But Oh. Well,
Maybe Mjolnir. Is Mjolnir the other weapon?
maybe it was. I like cards on the table. I haven't played any of the marathons. I just watched an extensive YouTube video because like nothing runs them anymore. Like I can't play fucking DOS games on this thing. It's got
Yeah.
GeForce and Nvidia's.
It's too powerful for DOS.
Yeah, no, it's got there's like some websites where you can cuz I think Bungie themselves were like here's the fucking game code. If you guys can make it work, have at it. uh and people have gotten it running, but I'm not going through all the fucking rigmarole to get that shit to work.
I mean,
And plus, like, it's an ancient game. Like, it's gonna be one of those where I'm like, I'm gonna play and I'm gonna see, like, oh man, if I was 7 years old and I played this when it came out, I would have thought that this was the shit. Problem is, it's 2025 and I like auto aim, so I'm not playing this no more.
All right. Well, I think that'll do it for that marathon update.
You should
the look of it.
Editor's note, Quinn. If you can find the fucking update logo from Unsolved Mysteries, throw that in there. That'd be funny.
Update.
No promises.
No promises as he looks for it.
All right, now we can jump into our main topic. Nintendo
Yes.
had a direct this morning.
Mm-hmm.
At the fucking
Talking
butt crack
about-
of dawn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was at 8 in the morning for us.
I mean, I was awake. I was already at work.
I was
I was at work
clocked
as
in
well.
at work at that time. Yeah, so
I was already working.
But still, this is fucking weird. Nintendo, don't make a habit of this. Have them in the afternoon when I'm home.
When I can watch in peace.
Yeah, when I can just like crack open a beer and like have some popcorn and just like give me the monkey.
But yeah, so they had a 15-minute presentation talking about Donkey Kong Bonanza. Bonanza. Yes.
Ding 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 ding
So-
ding 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 ding.
It, in short, this is Super Mario Odyssey 2.
But with a monkey.
With Big
With
Monkey.
monkey. Big monkey. Yes. And I mean, I'm sold like that.
Yeah, no, I was already sold with just them saying like they could have just given me Mario Odyssey with Big Monkey, like made zero changes. It's just Mario Odyssey again, but they made some tweaks. They made some changes to the formula, and I like all of them. This looks like a ton of fun. I really want to play it.
Yeah.
I really want Nintendo to email me back to let me know, like, hey, you can buy one now.
Yeah.
You can buy a Switch 2 now. But not yet, unfortunately.
So as you're waiting for Nintendo to email you back to hopefully be able to buy a Switch 2, one of the things that I did like about that they announced with Donkey Kong is the fact that music plays such a big role in the game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I didn't realize Pauline was in the game.
No, that was.
I didn't realize that. And I haven't played Odyssey, and so after I watched it today, and I didn't know that Pauline was also in Odyssey, so I didn't know that. So I was like, oh, Pauline's back on this, and I didn't know she was a singer. And so now all this stuff is coming at me. I'm like, oh, this is actually gonna be cool. And she's actually controllable and playable, and she actually is useful as your companion in the game. You know how like a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
campaigns you get in a lot of games, they don't really do much. They're there for like maybe to help you cross something if you're platforming, or maybe to use as a weapon or something. But in this one, you get
Or
to
in
control
Resident Evil 4, they have a bitch fight.
her, who just follows you around and gets you in
Bitch,
trouble.
dumpster. Where'd I
And
steal that from? That was Rooster Teeth, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and so it's I like that she's going to be in there. She's actually going to be usable and playable. And also, Nintendo is doing the game share, which is I think something that is going to be a plus with this new game share stuff, especially if I don't have a game and you get to use the game, because Split
Yeah.
Fiction does that as well, right?
Yeah,
Split
Split
Fiction
Fiction.
is, so if you don't have the game, you can still play with
But
your friends.
Nintendo's
Um,
game share works a little differently,
yeah,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
yeah,
Don't you
I know
Yeah.
have
it's not the
to?
same.
Do you have
Mm-hmm.
to be like in the family account or something?
You have to be on the same account.
Um. I'm not sure if that's how it's gonna work in this one because they said that you can even do it online. So
Oh, okay, yeah. I might be.
yeah. So. So I think here I don't think you have
I
to
might
be
be
like a.
mixing and matching two different features that they were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Since I don't
Yeah.
actually have a fucking Switch 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For the record, none of us have a Switch too.
Yeah, no, not yet, not yet, not yet.
You have
Not
until
yet.
July 17th to email me back, Nintendo.
Yeah.
You're
Oh
on
yeah.
the
I'm
I
list.
sorry,
definitely.
baby. I didn't mean it. Please, I just want to Switch 2.
I definitely want to switch to play Donkey Kong. Man,
Yeah, that I,
this game looks fun.
it,
And also, you don't get to ride the animals this time. You
Mm,
you become.
transform
you
of
become
the animal. You're already an animal, and you become another animal.
It's
So I
like
think that's going to
Battlefield.
yeah yeah.
It's like Battlefield. Like, see, in Call of Duty, you call in an airstrike. In
be.
Battlefield,
You are the
you are
Are
the
airstrike.
the Yeah.
airstrike.
So
It's a
yeah.
great tagline too. It's like, yeah, you,
So I'm like, oh man, but they showed that Rambi's in the game. That means we can't ride Rambi.
maybe not.
I
Or you turn into Rambi.
They didn't show you turn
They
into.
did, yeah.
You
But
can turn into espresso. He's
And
the
a zebra.
ostrich.
You turn into a zebra,
yeah,
like
Oh,
a
the
really
zebra's
buff
new.
zebra. Yeah, like a really
yeah,
buff zebra. Like Jesus Christ.
Have you
yeah.
seen
You
the
can,
picture of the horse from Zootopia?
yeah.
Oh God. Oh, I think I said tell that. That's going to be on the next episode, and we're going to be talking new furry art, new furry fan art for the new Zootopia. Jesus Christ, man! Like y'all are really just laying up these balls here, man. I mean, come on, y'all. Y'all are making this too easy for people.
Yeah. but yeah, you can turn into a zebra, a flying ostrich, and a big monkey.
Bigger monkey.
Big monkey. um, but yeah, like funny you said the music because yeah, even the soundtrack it's a bunch of like remixed songs from the
Yes,
classics, and yeah, and the gimmick here is that Pauline can like sing,
yes.
and so she uses her singing voice to like help Donkey Kong like get
Go Super Saiyan
stronger.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't
Because
even be
that's how it worked
surprised
in
if
Dragon Ball too, right? Like, he needed, like, the special waves to make him reach Super Saiyan 4.
yeah. Yeah, so and I mean it fits considering that in Super Mario Odyssey, I mean the song you heard and all the marketing and the trailer, what is it, Jump Superstar?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
jump up
it you
Superstar.
know it's implied that it's Pauline, Mayor Pauline singing it, and then it's in the game where she's like performing with the band. So I guess here we're gonna get more of like uh, music with vocals in it, you
Hmm.
know.
Damn.
So that'll
Uh,
definitely be a treat.
I was on the subject of Pauline. I was explaining the game to Mark, or like what they showed
hmm
me, and I was like, the one part that I'm a little bit confused is that it's not full grown hot adult Mayor Pauline
Mm-hmm.
is little like 10-year-old Pauline.
Mm-hmm.
Is this Cranky Kong that we're playing as?
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to talk about
Yay,
like
conspiracy
how
theories.
Nintendo fans are like some are angry at what this implies, like story wise. They're like, is Nintendo retconning the story? What's going on? The timeline is and it's like, okay, my guys, do you want me to hold your hand while I say this? There is no timeline. There is no.
It's the same
There
time,
is
man.
no over like guys. It's
but
there's
the
no
lore.
The
like
Kong lore, the
the
movie.
only like the only one that has established like canon and lore and timeline is I think Legend of Zelda, Kirby, and I think Metroid. That's it. Everything else, no.
No,
Yeah.
Captain Falcon has lore. He's powered by Jesus
Mm.
Christ.
F-Zero.
He's powered by
F-Zero.
Jesus Christ. F-Zero. Captain
But
Falcon's
yeah,
powered by Jesus Christ.
yeah. But
That's
you
why
get
the
the point I'm
Falcon
trying to
punch
make.
is so strong.
Star Fox. There you go. That's another one.
Well, they keep
Uh,
rebooting that one, so
but
even that one's
you
kind of
get the
like,
point.
meh.
Yeah, like guys, Mario and Donkey Kong, they never really had an established
Yeah, no,
timeline.
They're
It's
multiversal.
I totally get that and I understand, but like when Donkey Kong Country came out,
yeah,
they made it clear
that
that
Cranky
that
Kong was the one that kidnaps.
Pauline
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
Donkey Kong Jr., because that was the sequel to Donkey Kong,
it
Mm-hmm.
is the Donkey
is
Kong in Donkey Kong
current
Country.
Donkey
Yeah.
Kong. How we
Yes.
yeah,
And then
it's the
the
Donkey Kong
Super
we
Mario Bros. Movie
know.
just further established that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
But
that's pretty much the only thing that was extent. But this one is just gave no fucks.
yeah, no, and it's fine. Like I'm not
Mhm,
pissed off about it or anything. But I did wonder, like, it, is this just its own thing? Which it probably is going to be just its own thing,
mhm.
or are they? Am I going to have to buy a fucking $40 Banana Slamma Historia like I did with Zelda, like in 6 years, where
Yeah,
they're like, it's a split timeline. You see, when
yeah.
when
This is
Donkey
where,
Kong teamed up with Mario, he
yeah,
fractured the timeline for all
right.
those.
It's like if the plumber is successful after Super Mario Brothers, that's this timeline. If the plumber is unsuccessful, that leads to Super Mario Brothers 2, or what the fuck was it called in Japan? The
Doki Doki
Doki
Panic.
Doki Panic. Yeah, that's Doki Doki Panic timeline. And
I like this.
I can get behind this.
yeah, and
Uh,
even I feel like when it comes to like Mario, and I guess at this point now also Donkey Kong, I think it really is just like there's these core ideas of what they are, and you could do whatever you want with it as long as it doesn't
fuck
wreck
with the
those
the core
Yeah.
ideas. It's like the rules for a Wile E. Coyote cartoon, a Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner cartoon. Like I remember, like a
Mhm.
few years ago, it the pictures of like the established rules that like one of the animators had were like, I don't know if leaked is the right word because these are
Mhm.
like 100 years old at this point, but like you see the established core ideas, like the coyote can never win if the coyote is like successful, like it was. And then yeah, you watch a cartoon and it's like, oh yeah, like these are all the rules. These are following them.
Mhm. And I feel it's the same like here. Like it's these are the rules, and that's it. As long as you don't break them, like it's fine. You can develop your own story. It doesn't matter if it clashes with something that had already been established in a previous game, because yeah, at the end of the day, these ones don't really have like a timeline, so it's fair. And I think even Shigeru Miyamoto, the most he's ever done is just, if they ask him like, hey, like, how many kids does Bowser have? Hey, is it true that? And he just answers in like yes or no, like answers. And yeah, and for the record, Bowser only has the one kid. That's it. The rest of
Junior,
them are not his
the
kids. Yeah,
Koopalings.
yeah.
Bowser's a stepdad. He steps up. Bowser's a stepdad. He
Right.
stepped up. Bow- Bowser just found all these women with all these kids, and he just took them all in. He just took them all in.
Right.
He's got a
They're my
foster.
kids.
He's got a foster
He got a
home.
foster home. That's what that giant ship is. It's one of his foster homes.
It's like Shazam. He's just got
Yeah.
all the.
But all right, but is there anything else about it? Oh yeah, it technically has multiplayer.
Yeah, that I
Uh,
mean, I don't have a kid myself, but Mark has his daughter, and whenever she comes over, I like to do stuff to her. Not that came out wrong. Phrasing. I like to do stuff with her. My bad. Do stuff with her. Play Switch games, play old games. Because I mean, it's for a whole year. I mean, now Mark's girlfriend is here, fiance is here, so it's not just fucking testosterone in this house, but like for yeah, the testosterone. It for a while, it's like, yeah, kid, like I don't know what we can do. You want fucking froyo, like like we're
I got some Gogurt in the. I got some Gogurt back
we
there.
two big dumb men no understand girly thing. uh so when I can, when we can share one of our interests with Eva, it's neat and it's fun. uh and so like that's another reason I kind of want to get this, because like, oh, someone can play as Paulina and help out like the main, because Eva's also not very good at video games. So yeah, this is an easy way like where we can play together, and it's not too demanding on her. Like it's still whoever's DK still has to do the majority of the work.
mhm. And I want to offer a correction to something I said earlier. You do get to ride Rambi.
Oh
Ah,
yeah.
Yes, there's a photo. Actually, you know what? It's probably in the trailer, but it's probably just up for like a split second. That's why I missed
There
it.
were
But
a lot
yeah,
of good stills in that
uh
reveal.
huh. But yeah, there's a here. I'm looking at a photo, and it's you're riding Rambi with Pauline, and you're. It looks like you're racing, or yeah, you're racing against Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong, who are riding their own like Rambi. So I'm guessing that's gonna be like a challenge or like a mini game where
Yeah,
you challenge them to
probably.
races,
yeah.
and you're each riding your own Rambis. So okay. Uh, Another thing is side scrolling levels.
Yeah. It's gonna be Donkey
Yes,
Kong Country all over again.
right. I saw that like there's barrels in it, so I'm like, oh, you guys are bringing back the mine carts, aren't you?
Yeah.
God damn it! I still have PTSD from those stages.
Dude, I remember like feeling like such a man when we were at the when I was in college. I was at the mall with some friends, and there was like a retro game store, and he had like a Super Nintendo plugged in with Donkey Kong Country, and it was stuck on the minecart level. Like whoever played it just said, "Now fuck this," and then I went up and I played it, and I beat the level first try.
Yeah.
Dude, I felt like such a man. Like, and then especially because it happened in front of like a big group of my friends, so everyone saw like how cool I was.
Yeah.
But all right, we got a couple of minutes left. Is there anything else you guys want to bring up about the Donkey Kong Direct?
The only thing was they added DK artists, so kind of
Oh
like
yeah,
Mario
the
Paint.
Right.
Yeah, kind of like Mario
So
Paint, but you can do it with the monkey this time.
Nintendo recently has been having this like, oh, we're gonna let the players create what they want. You know, they did that with Tears of the Kingdom,
Yeah.
with Legend of Zelda, and now they're doing it here in the sense that as DK, you can punch the environment and shape it the way you want. And likewise, there's this like art mode where they
Mm-hmm.
give you like a rock and you can sculpt it. Nintendo, like in the first day, everyone's just gonna make
dicks.
dicks.
Dicks, like you're
Dicks.
doing this to yourself. Stop,
Like
you know what to expect.
as soon as you get control of Donkey Kong and they tell you like, oh, you can clear these boulders, they're like, I'm gonna go to that canyon and make it some cock and balls.
I'm gonna put this ball right here, and I'm gonna put this ball right there. Plant some palm trees for a little bit of hair, some pelos. There you go.
Oh wait, hang on. Let me get two amiibos here. I'm gonna have a lava ball and
Oh man.
man, even in the direct, they didn't call them balls, even though that's what they are. Like if you
Yeah.
drop an amiibo on it, that's not one of the DK ones. You're gonna get a ball, a big ass ball. They called them spheres. You get these spheres. No,
You mean
You
balls?
you don't want to say balls.
You know what's gonna happen. You know who your audience is.
No, that's gonna get clipped.
Look
That's
at
gonna
DK
definitely-
playing with these huge balls.
Why is he juggling them
Oh,
with such precision?
All right. Well, I think that'll about do it for this one.
How
So,
about do it?
you alphas, let us know. Did you guys get a Switch too? Are you guys gonna play Donkey Kong Bananza? Let us know in the comments if you got a Switch 2 and you are returning to Monkey.
And can I borrow your Switch too?
Right.
Or you can game share this one with a regular Switch, with a Switch One.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you want to be
can
my
play as-
friend and game share
Donkey Kong on the Switch.
to my pleb Switch?
Yes, let us know in those comments, you alphas. But until then, we will see you all on the next one. Peace.